a good way to learn from the basics is from the side control position here, okay? All right, that being said, I'm here, make good contact. Now, I don't want to put all my weight on Derek. I don't want to lay on him because now I just don't have a lot of control over things. I want to have a good base, so no matter how I'm controlling him on the mat, I want to have a good solid base. So in this case, my knees are wide, my hips are quite low, and I've got a good solid base, all right? Now, to start the move, what I want to do, I want to grab this arm, and here's the finished product, okay? Here's the finished product. Grab here like this, and then crank upward. And it hurts. It hurts his elbow, it really hurts his shoulder, okay? So that's the finished product that we're going for. All right, but what we're going to do to start, everybody can start. So low here like this. All right, now, to get starting the move, I'm going to grab the wrist first, and as I do that, I'm just going to kind of hook under. So I'm just kind of just hook up and just lift it a little bit. Now, when I grab his wrist, I hook like this. Get a good strong hook like that. You can grab like that, you know, where you meat hook him, but if he's got no gi, his wrists are slick, he'll get away. If I get a good hook like this clamp hook like this, I can control him better, okay? All right, now here I'm going to start to move under his arm. You'll see that come into play in a minute. But right now, this hand here, my elbow is going to go right in his hip. Now that's an important place to wedge my elbow in his hip. Now, I'm using my elbow in his hip like we've worked Garami from the top, where I'm going to use my elbow in the side of his neck. It creates a base. So here's a strong base if I do it in the upward direction. Here's a strong base if I do it in the lower direction. Okay? So I got to have that base to have there. Okay? That gives me a good place. I can really manipulate his elbow in. All right, so I've got it here. Now with the other hand, I'm going to scoop under, and as I do, I'm going to grab my own wrist. And this one I'll go ahead and meat hook because it gives me better leverage. So when I just up there like this, and now when I do this, you see how he's really compromised here. And you don't have to lift very much, okay? Now, some people say keep his hand on the mat. If that works for you, fine. I like to lift it up just slightly and grab because it cranks his shoulder more. It really hurts more, actually. And when I do this, I'm going to lean backward into him, and I'm going to kind of lean back this way. See how I lean back a little bit? And I lift it up like this. So my hands will be like this, and I'll lean back a little bit like that. So you like that, and crank it up. Okay? And that hurts, okay? Now, to make it hurt even more, I'm going to grab his arm and pull it in a little tight. That tightens this up here. It hurts the elbow more. See, the angle is now kind of angling like this, and like this, and I'm cranking, and it hurts a lot quicker. Yeah. Okay. If I leave it here, where it's straight out down like this, that'll hurt. But if you bend it in like this a little bit, it'll hurt him quicker. Okay. And the quicker I get him to tap out, the better for me. So if you like this, slide under and crank it in, and there we go. Okay. His escape to get out of this is for him to power out. So a good way to keep him from powering out, okay, is when I do this, pull this arm in as tight as you can, okay? And that keeps him from powering out, because when he starts to power out, then I can crank him and it'll hurt him.